Atlanta, ATL, my home. I am so excited to be here showing you all what's in my city. Atlanta is the hub for all things Black culture, entrepreneurship, and living. Growing up, I've been taught that community means everything. And I'm so excited to be visiting the new restaurant and sports lounge that has gained so much attention for its unique food and drinks, music and entertainment, and what everyone loves, a lit brunch. This is the Beverly. Mario, thank you so much for inviting us to the Beverly. I'm really excited because I'm from Atlanta, born and raised, so I'm true to this. And so being able to come back home and be able to find new and amazing Black-owned businesses means a lot to me. Okay. So give me a little bit more. What is the Beverly and why did you choose Atlanta?
Sure. To answer the last question, I chose Atlanta because I went to Morehouse here and matriculated there and then decided to stay in Atlanta and make Atlanta my home. The Beverly is actually named for my mother. Mm-hmm. And being located and living in the neighborhood, I'm right across from Maynard Jackson High School. My mother was an educator for 40 years, so I thought it appropriate to name the restaurant after her.
So, I think it's really interesting because you can't talk about Atlanta without talking about Black excellence and the culture and everything, the history that's so steeped here.
Sure.
So, did the Black excellence and the culture shape, you coming into the city or bringing the Beverly here?
Absolutely. We were right in the heart of the city and located steps away from the Atlanta University Center, from the Martin Luther King Historical Center, as well as other very famous historical sites here in the city. So I wouldn't have another choice than to show appreciation for and be influenced by those people and the places that have influenced Atlanta as well.
Right. You have a great location. It's beautiful here.
Thank you.
And it's right in the city,
yes.
So it's easy for anyone to come and visit. But the Beverly is something special, right? It's not just your typical restaurant.
Right.
What are you all bringing that's different from other places?
We're bringing a lot of energy. I think here is great. So we bring a full menu that ranges from everything from steaks and salmon to pastas and vegan dishes as well. We have salads. We have a little bit of everything, along with TVs everywhere.
Yeah.
So it took a sports bar concept and elevated it to another level. We do live music. We do a lot of different things that make us different than typical restaurants that are located in the Grant Park area.
Right. And I can say that the Beverly is one of the places to be in Atlanta.
Well, thank you.
I know that you all have, like you said, amazing live music, but also brunch events and everything else that brings people in.
Correct. We do brunch every weekend from 11 to 4 o'clock. We do bottomless mimosas. We have live music. We have DJs on certain days. So we try to keep it a grown and sexy, which I hate to always say, but a grown and sexy vibe.
Okay, no, I appreciate that. I do. Okay, so I know you appreciate food,
yes.
And I'm a lover of good food. So what will we be getting here at the Beverly?
Sure, so you get a range of everything that you would typically consider staples, as well as a few different twists on different items. So we do egg rolls with Philly cheesesteak, we do a salmon egg roll, we do a jerk chicken egg roll, all of which are very popular. We do burgers, we do pastas. Like I said, we do a salmon that's extremely popular. We do a fried salmon with our brunch, down to chicken and waffles and French toast. So we do a little bit of everything, something for everybody's palate. Mm-hmm.
And it is a Caribbean flair to
yes.
everything. So
yes.
Where did this Caribbean infusion come?
So our chef, Dudley Isidore, is actually Haitian Jamaican. So grew up in New York and Florida, so he has a little bit of both of those sides mixed in there and has been able to blend in a lot of his traditional flair from his culture into the restaurant as well, which has made it spectacular. And he's created some dishes for us that are absolutely amazing.
So, Chef Dud, I hear you're an award-winning chef here, right?
This is correct. We're at the Beverly. Mario's the owner. I've been working with Mario for about 10 years throughout Atlanta. I've worked at several places. So we got together, brought the Beverly, which is a sports bar.
Right.
But we want to bring you homemade, fresh food. So everything here is handcrafted, handmade. So the award winning is from the egg rolls. We got the jerk chicken egg roll. Right now, we should get started on the blackened salmon and show you the American cuisine with the Caribbean flair. So this is an 8-ounce wild caught salmon fillet. Norwegian salmon, because it has a lot more fat content in there.
Okay.
So I'm hitting it with a little blackened seasoning. You know, blackened seasoning is really from like New Orleans. That's the Creole side, that's the Haitian side of it. And it kind of like wakes the salmon up. Because sometimes you have salmon somewhere it's good, but then when you add that blackened to it, it just takes it to the next level.
I agree. Okay, so tell me, what's this Caribbean flair? What does it even come from?
I'm Haitian with Jamaican mix. So it's all about the Caribbean seasoning, the fresh herbs that we use, the preparation on how we season and marinate our protein. Because with us, we always marinate it before, the night before, so it sits 24 hours in the marination, so that way it goes all the way through the bone, or properly control and season the meat. I started out when I was about 6 years old, helping my grandmother in the kitchen, because I was that greedy kid that liked to lick the pot. So she used to put me to work, here, peel the potatoes.
She was like, we gonna be here, do something.
So I just fell in love with it since then, and she's probably the best chef I ever worked with, is my grandmother. Never used a measuring cup, everything was just, and it came out the same way every time. So I just developed a passion for it. Started working in the restaurant business when I was 11. I started as a busboy, and then it's the one thing I never felt like work. So I could be here 18, 24 hours a day. Mario got to tell me go home sometimes, because I get lost. This is my sanctuary.
I've been waiting on this
all day.
As soon as I walked in the door.
Right.
It's still so good. It's still so good.
Good.
I know Chef Doug. He put the love in it.
Yes.
He put the heart in it. And I love it. So we have the salmon, the asparagus, and the mashed potatoes. And it really is good.
Good.
I really am happy.
Good.
I heard you all sell 300 of these a week.
At least.
Of each one.
Correct. And they're hand rolled. We make them fresh every single day.
Marianne, I love a good drink. So what are we making? And let's get into it.
So we're actually gonna make the Mario Kart today. The Mario Kart is named after the owner, of course, and it's gonna be made with Douce, which, I mean, what better liqueur to use?
Exactly.
Douce.
And you all have a lot of black-owned liquors here.
We do. Also including Uncle Nearest. We carry Sun Goddess wine as well, which is by Mary J. Blige too.
Oh, nice. I didn't even know Mary J. Blige had a wine.
You gotta try them out.
Okay, so we're gonna add that to the list. Okay, so we're starting off with Douce as our liqueur.
Yes, so for Douce, we're gonna use 1.5 ounces of that. I'm just gonna pour that right here into my shaker. I've already filled my shaker with ice.
Okay.
Go. And then we're gonna go in with Tattersalls Orange Crema Liqueur. This is actually made by bartenders, so it's probably better than most liqueurs you've had.
Okay.
Okay?
Very nice. Now, a drink is a staple, right? Because we come to a brunch and we want good music, we want good food, but we also want a really good drink.
Absolutely. And we like to make our drinks a little strong, because you know, we have to have a good time, right?
Exactly. And I think that's what people think of with Atlanta. It's like, it is a good time. And so I think the Beverly is the spot to come to for that.
Absolutely. So I went ahead and added some lemon juice and some honey rosemary simple syrup, which we make in-house. And we use fresh lemons for our juice. I'm gonna give this a little shake.
I love it. And you have a cute little shake. Well, I love this shake that you just did. This is nice.
Cheers.
Cheers. Oh. Yes. Here we go. I'm ready. Oh, this is good. And I can taste the rosemary in it.
Especially because you can smell it. The aroma from it brings more of the rosemary out in the drink.
I love it. And like I said, I'm always down for a good drink. And I know you all have so many other like specialty cocktails on your menu. Okay, so you have had or owned and operated at least 3 or 4 restaurants before.
Right.
But I know each business is your baby, right? And so you birth and bring something new to each one. What was something very specific and different about the Beverly that you didn't have before?
I had total control. So here I had control over everything that was going on, from the menu to the way I wanted to bring in the staff to just everything from design all the way across the board. So this is the first venture that I was able to do by myself and bring my own touches to the table. So the from, you know, like I said, from the food all the way to the design elements to the artwork to everything. And I wanted it to be a reflection that my mother would be proud of, because she is still living, and if I'm going to use her name, I wanted it to be something that was done well and done right.
Right. It was great coming home. The Beverly was a great experience filled with great vibes. I was met with open arms by everyone, and Mario showed out with that staple Southern hospitality. I was met with good food, drinks, and conversation with great people. This is my new go-to spot for Sunday brunch. So if you're in Atlanta, I highly recommend the Beverly.